Welcome everyone. So today we will discuss about exercise questions, and as you can see that first few questions given here are multiple choice questions, and you are already familiar with such type of questions. So let us start discussing about them. Question number 1 is, a solution turns red litmus blue. Its pH is likely to be option A 1, option B 4, option C 5, and option D 10. Now, which solution turns red litmus blue? Basic solution, and pH of basic solution is more than 7. So here, correct option is D, which is 10. Question number 2 is, a solution reacts with crushed eggshells to give a gas that turns lime water milky. The solution contains A. NaCl, B. HCl, C. LiCl, and D. KCl. Now, before answering this question, let us first discuss about it. So, here in this question, two important things are given. First is crushed eggshell, and the second thing is a gas is releasing which turns lime water milky. So, as I have already told you that eggshell it contains calcium carbonate, and gas that turns lime water milky is carbon dioxide. So, here which solution, when it reacts with calcium carbonate, then it gives carbon dioxide gas? So the answer is HCl, because when acid reacts with calcium carbonate, then carbon dioxide gas is releasing, and when carbon dioxide gas is passed through lime water, then lime water turns milky. Question number 3 is, 10 ml of a solution of NaOH is found to be completely neutralized by 8 ml of a given solution of HCl. If we take 20 ml of the same solution of NaOH, the amount HCl solution, the same solution as before, required to neutralize it will be. Now see, this question is very easy, but sometimes some students they get some sort of confusion. It is because we have already discussed that NaOH, sodium hydroxide, is a strong base, and HCl, hydrochloric acid, it is a strong acid. But why NaOH and HCl they are having different volume when they have to neutralize each other? The reason is that because here NaOH and HCl they are having different concentration as well, and that is why their volume is different when they have to neutralize each other. Now simple mathematics only you have to apply here to answer this question. So for 10 ml of a NaOH solution, you require 8 ml HCl solution to completely neutralize it. So if you are having 20 ml of the same solution of NaOH, that means here the meaning of same solution of NaOH is the concentration of NaOH is same, it is same to that of the previous one. So here if you have taken just the double amount or the double volume of NaOH, which is 20 ml, then the amount of HCl solution that is also having the same concentration as before required to neutralize it will be. So if here the volume of NaOH is getting double, so that is why the answer for HCl is 16 ml, because for 10 ml 8 ml of HCl is required, and for 20 ml of NaOH 16 ml of HCl is required of the same concentration to completely neutralize. So the correct option is D, 16 ml. Question number 4 is, which one of the following types of medicines is used for treating indigestion? Option A, antibiotic, option B, analgesic, option C, anti-acid, and option D, antiseptic. So we have already discussed about this topic, that during the condition of indigestion or for the treatment of indigestion, which is said to be condition of acidity, anti-acid is required. It is because for treating indigestion means when there is a condition of acidity, which means that there is excess release of acid in our stomach. So we need to neutralize that excess acid, and that is why here we require anti-acid. So the correct option is C, anti-acid. Now question number 5, as you can see, write word equations and then balanced equations for the reaction taking place when. Now I hope that you have understood about chemical equation and its balancing, and you can easily write chemical equation from this word equation. So sorry, here they have given something that they have given about reaction in a statement form. This statement you have to convert into word equation, and then you have to balance equation. That means you have to write word equation, and you also have to write chemical equation which should be balanced. So here in total 4 are given. A is dilute sulfuric acid reacts with zinc granules, that we have already discussed also. B, dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with magnesium ribbon, that is also easy. It is reaction of acid with metal. Then C is dilute sulfuric acid reacts with aluminium powder. Here also it is same, only they have changed acid and they have changed metal. But if you remember that we have discussed some sort of formula in each of the different chemical properties, that means chemical reactions, that means when metal it reacts with acid, so what are the products you are going to get? That is, you will get salt and hydrogen gas. So the same formula you have to apply and you will be easily able to make the products in all these cases. Then D is dilute hydrochloric acid reacts with iron fillings. So here also acid is there and metal here is iron. So easily you can see that all these questions, like, they are same only. Even the first one also, it is acid and with metal, which is zinc. So all these questions, it is same here. The reaction of metal with acid, you will be easily able to do so. You just have to go through it if you don't remember. Then question 6 is, compounds such as alcohols and glucose also contain hydrogen but are not categorized as acids. Describe an activity to prove it. So this also we have discussed, the reason that why acids and bases, they are there is only small modification in this question. We discussed something in the in-text question, like acids and bases, they used to conduct electricity, whereas the solution of alcohols and glucose, they are not conducting. So here the question, it is modified just a bit. You will be easily able to do so. Concept is almost same. It is because in case of alcohol and glucose, when you are preparing their aqueous solution, then they are not dissociating into their constituent ions, and when they are not dissociating into their constituent ions, there is no release of hydrogen ion or any other ion, and that is why they are not categorized as acid. And one activity is also given, as you can see in that index, which is related with that one figure is given. So when you will go through that topic, you will be easily able to understand, and that activity also is given based on this. Question number 7 is, why does distilled water not conduct electricity whereas rainwater does? So here also you know the answer of this already, because we have discussed about distilled water. Distilled water means the water which is completely free of all salts and all ions present in it. So the, you can say that distilled water, it is having all the particles of water itself. No other particles like salt molecules or like ions, nothing is present in distilled water. Then why rainwater conducts electricity? It is because rainwater, as we have discussed somewhat in the topic of acid rain, that sometimes some gases, they used to dissolve, and when rain comes down, then what happens? It contains some sort of dissolved gases which is getting dissociated into its ions. So basically what happens in case of rainwater, because of the presence of dissolved gas, which in turns it is getting broken down into its constituent ions. So because of the presence of ions, rainwater, it conducts electricity. So today we have discussed 7 questions. You start writing, you start completing your exercise questions. Next time we are going to discuss uh, other exercise questions, which is given question after question number 7. That means in the next time we are going to discuss from question number 8. So for today, if you have understood this much, then you just start writing your exercise questions so that you can complete it on time. Thank you.